Orange County Registered Digital.
Hello and welcome to the Huddle. I'm your host, Jonathan Khamis. I'm being joined by Jeff Fletcher, covering the Angels for the last 2 seasons for the Orange County Register. Jeff, the Angels have been on an incredible roll as of late, winning their last, 19 out of their last 23 games. Got to be the hottest team in baseball, but they're only in second place in their own division. Jeff, obviously, you've been around this team all year. What has propelled them to be in the spot that they're at, trying to catch the A's?
Well, the biggest difference from last year, which was kind of a disappointing season, is the starting pitching has been really consistently good for the whole time, especially with, Jared Weaver. Garrett Richards probably should have been on the All-Star team. He's 11-2.
That
He's
hashtag
been really great.
Thing didn't work out great.
Yeah, they got him close, but he didn't quite make it. Okay. And Albert Pujols has been healthy. He's had some ups and downs, but he's lately produced a lot better. And Mike Trout has, of course, been awesome, as always. And they've scored the most runs in baseball. So you add that together with better pitching and a bullpen that's starting to get some pieces together, and that's what's happened to them over the last month or so. They've played really well.
And we're in the dog days of summer, and they're going to continue on for a number of months here. How do the Angels continue that momentum? Do they need to add a couple pieces before the trade deadline to really put them over the top?
Well, as good as the bullpen has been over the last 3 weeks or so, they still would like to get one more guy in there, just because you can never have too many good relief pitchers, and relievers are kind of up and down by their nature. So the more you have, the better positioned you are. And Houston Street at the San Diego Padres is probably their #1 trade target. I'm not sure they'll be able to make a deal for him, but I know they're certainly going to try. And if they could get him in there and make him the closer, have Joe Smith in the 8th, and then you have Jason Grilli or Kevin Jepson to pitch the 7th, that's a lot of good experienced relief pitchers, which is really what you need if you're going to go deep in the postseason.
Finally, Jeff, we all know about Mike Trout. He's a phenom, arguably the best player in baseball, depending on who you ask. What is it like to be around him all the time, to cover him? What intangibles does he bring to this team that the common fan doesn't see with their naked eye?
Well, I was just thinking about that because I was watching the All-Star game the other day, and it's a love fest to Mike Trout, and it's like, oh,
well, love
great
fest to Derek Jeter first, but
yeah,
I
so
digress.
after the game.
Yeah.
And it just kind of made me appreciate that I get to watch the guy all the time. And I think if I was going to say one thing that people don't see about him on the field, I remember in May he was kind of in a bad slump, and he was striking out a lot. And there was a game when I was kind of lingering around, and I think he could tell that I wanted to talk to him about how lousy he was. And so he came up to me and he said, "Come on, what do you got? I know you want to ask me something." So that just tells you the kind of guy he is, that he's, good or bad, he's really a good, approachable, he's got his head on his shoulders. And as long as he keeps that, he's obviously got the talent. I mean, he's just going to be ridiculous for a really long time.
Yeah, I'd love to see him in the postseason, see what he's able to do. If he can maybe live up to all those Derek Jeter comparisons in the postseason, that would be quite fun to see. Our thanks to Jeff Fletcher. Make sure to read all of his latest stories in the Orange County Register or on ocregister.com. I'm your host, Jonathan Khamis, and thanks for watching.
Orange County Register. We are here in the service of Orange County.